Hey there, folks. Santee of the Ghostwriters here. I'm here in Tombstone today.
You got mail.
Oh, thanks, Rob. Santee, boxing in the Old West, Texas Ghostwriter.
Ghost riders in the sky.
Boxing. Yeah, we could do that.
Let's have ourselves a prize fight. I'm faster than I look!
The ground, doing the right thing.
Hitting an opponent with a closed hand is timeless. I mean, think about it. If you don't have a weapon, then making a fist and driving it into an attacker's weak spots is a good option. The sport of it came about to test the mettle of the man and earn folks some money on a bet. Boxing was a young sport during the 1800s, but that didn't stop the clubs and exhibitions from popularizing it. The United Kingdom was where most of the early fighters and framework for the sport originated. The London prize ring rules enforced a fair stand-up fight. Yeah, one fellow lost a match due to biting the opponent on the back.
Now, Hunk, kid, I'm warning you. You won't get 1 cent for this fight. If you choke him, bite him, or stick your thumb in his eye. You understand?
I found these rules interesting. Apparently, pinning the other man in a corner and strangling him would only conclude the round, but arguing about it with the referee could lose the whole fight. Yet, headbutting was an instant disqualification. I find myself wondering, what was allowed?
Oh boy.
Come on! Come on! Yeah!
Then the rules developed into the gold standard that we follow today. The Marquez Queensbury rules from 1867 insisted gloves be worn. The term bare knuckle was thrown around, but if the prize fight followed these rules, they had to wear at least skin-tight ones. It's fair to say that the majority of these matches early in the frontier may not have adhered to these rules. It should be known that padded gloves were new to the sport during this period. Although they had been in use for training, they didn't really become mainstream in America until the 1890s. The famous champion John L. Sullivan is credited with helping make padded gloves popular.
I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I eat my spinach.
Two men bashing at each other became a career for some, and was drawing scrappers from all over the world. Folks like Joe Coburn and Billy Edwards were examples of men whose strength and agility were fueled on by hard labor jobs. But, like today, good money was in your future if you were a skilled pugilist.
Pugilist.
In 1888, William Edwards introduced the book The Art of Boxing. In it, we can glean an idea of how it was done back then. So there were uppercuts, body blows, and even a move where you could step on the opponent's foot and flip him over your knee to take him to the ground. Hey Rob, can you tell me where the term fisticuffs comes from?
Comes from a technique called cuffing. It went something like this.
Huh. So that would hit me in the face, or that would be blocking?
Upside the jaw.
Upside the jaw. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. Is that a move that they still use today?
No. Unless they're cheating.
Some of these prize fighters would challenge anyone to beat them as part of an exhibition. This was a good PR move, especially if the fighters were touring around the continent. If you won, you got about $1,000. Back then, a labor job could pay as low as $1 a day, so if you had skill, it might be worth the risk. You didn't need those front teeth anyway. Some of our old West End law dogs were involved with prize fighting. Wyatt Earp was a referee, Bat Masterson a promoter, and Tom Bear River Smith was actually a former middleweight pro. In fact, Tombstone had a boxing champ briefly. Endicott Peabody never lost a match. Interesting because he was also an Episcopal priest. In his 6 months in Tombstone, he set up a church, a baseball team, and stepped into the ring. Peabody bested the local Methodist minister and the 200-pound miners champ, earning him respect and a few more parishioners. Our family has a personal connection to boxing as well. Mrs. Santee's grandfather, Sammy Soviero, was a light heavyweight boxer in New York. In his career, he had 44 wins and 2 losses. At the age of 18, he was second billing on a card that headlined Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Kid Chocolate. Well, that explains a lot about my wife. A champion fighter signified America's strength and determination in an era when our country was really growing. The sport is alive and well today across the globe. You might say it's a hit. Well, folks, that's it for another episode. Thanks for watching. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe.
We'll see you on down the trail.